forceful snare. Hi-hats fire like a racing spark. Risers climb high as they split the dark. Tension loading in the shifting space. Ready for the drop I'm about to face. Shadow line breaker pulling me through. Crashing with the rhythm till the night turns blue. Running with the force of a frantic sound. Lost inside the waves where the beats rebound. Where the beats rebound. Lost inside the waves where the beats rebound. Kick drum pounding like a coded strike. Late synth twisting in a looping spike. Patterns flicker in a neon storm. Guiding every move as the shapes transform. Silence thins out in a trembling sweep. Echoes stretch wide like they're diving deep. Then the bass slams back with a violent glow, breaking all the shadows in a single blow. Shadow line breaker pulling me through. Crashing with the rhythm till the night turns blue. Running with the force of a frantic sound. Lost inside the waves where the beats rebound. Lost inside the waves where the beats rebound. Lost inside the waves where the beats rebound. Echoes fade slow in a silver trace. Shadows dissolve in the open space. Still the pulse hums low within my chest, waiting for the night to rise and test. Bass erupts loud like a bursting flame. Lead synth spirals through the sonic frame. Every step lands with a trembling glow, pulling me faster as the rhythms grow. Lights blur quickly in a heated spin. Pressure crawling underneath my skin. Resistors climb up with a tightening breath, ready to erupt with a sudden death. Shifting through the air, breaking every wall with a brutal flare. Running through the fire of a restless night, carried by the beat in a blazing flight. Blazing flight. Disregard. Breakdown crumbles in a fragile home. Wide space, breathe until the drop becomes. Then the blast returns with a rising roar, shaking all the ground of the crowded floor. Sonic burn shifting through the air, breaking every wall with a brutal flare. Running through the fire of a restless night, carried by the beat in a blazing falls slowly through the dim-lit haze. Echoes drift out in the fading phase. Burn stays hidden in a quiet spark, waiting for the groove to restart the dark. Bassline rumbles like a seismic hit. Lead synth tearing through the endless grid. Every movement pulling time apart, syncing with the speed of a restless heart.
Hi-hat spark in a fractured spin, pressure squeezing everything within. Rising tone stretched like a final gasp before the drop falls with a violent clasp.
Hyperline collapse, shaking the ground, breaking through the night with a raging sound. Running with the force of a loaded blaze, lost inside the storm of the neon haze. Kick drum fires in a ruthless strike. Patterns warp fast as they start to spike. Glitching voices cut with a static flare, ripping through the dark in a frantic snare.
Breakdown melts in a hollow drift, silence bending with a subtle shift. Then the surge returns like a crashing tide, pulling all the chaos back inside.
Hyperline collapse, shaking the ground, breaking through the night with a raging sound. Running with the force of a loaded blaze, lost inside the storm of the neon haze. Dark waves soften into distant air. Echoes fade slow like they're stripped bare. Still the pulse awaits in a shadowed frame, ready for the next collapse to reclaim. Every beat locks with a rising thread. Bass shakes hard like a signal spread. Lead climbs high in a burning wave, pulling every step I try to save. Hi-hats scatter like a bursting rain, pressure climbing through the sonic chain. Rise or lift sharp like a breaking gate, holding every breath as I anticipate. Rapid pulse merging with my chest, driving through the lights with relentless zest. Riding on the flow of a glowing stream, lost inside the rush of a fever dream. Kick drum drills like a racing spark, lead cutting clean through the pulsing dark. Every moving shape starts to interlace, circling around in a frantic chase. Downbeat drops out in a softened breath, silence crawling like a sharpened thread. Then the lift explodes like a sudden flame, dragging all the world back into the game. Rapid pulse merging with my chest, driving through the lights with relentless zest. Riding on the flow of a glowing stream, lost inside the Monotones linger like a whispered call, waiting for the night to make them fall. Bass erupt sharp like a jagged flame. Lead synth soaring in a spiraled aim. Every beat snapping in a fierce attack, pulling every second that it won't come back. Hi-hat sticking in a rapid race, tension rising fast in the shifting space. Rises stretching wide with a trembling gleam, moment set to break in a roaring stream. Pulse victory tonight, through the night, driving all the motion into blinding light, running with the shock of a heated spark, lost inside the rush of the glowing dark. Kick drum thunders in a charging stride, patterns twist sharp like they wanna collide. Vocal cuts gleam in a bouncing trail, piercing through the beat like a coated hail. Breakdown lifts in a hollowed breath, silence creeping close like a shadowed death. Then the rise returns with a blazing roar, tearing all the limits off the floor. Pulse factory ignite, through the night, driving all the motion into blinding light, running with the shock of a heated spark, lost inside the rush of the glowing dark. Pulse factory ignite, through the night, driving all the motion into blinding light, running with the shock of a heated spark, lost inside the rush of the glowing dark. Whoa. Blinding waves dim in a cooling fade, leaving only whispers the rhythm made. But the vector sleeps with a quiet spark, waiting to ignite again in the dark.
Echo reactor, bursting alive, sending every heartbeat into overdrive, riding through the shock with a glow on fire, chasing every note that pulls me higher.
Deep tone bass shakes the mirrored floor, lead synth pulses in a rising roar. Every step guided by a rolling beat, pulling me forward with a surging heat.
Hi-hat scatter in a frantic chase, rhythms tighten in a glowing trace. Riser climbs up like a breaking tide, moments till the drop can't be denied. Echo reactor, bursting alive, sending every heartbeat into overdrive, riding through the shock with a glowing fire, chasing every note that pulls me higher.
Kick drum drills with a piercing shock, patterns interlock like a turning lock. Vocal chops shimmer in a filtered haze, bouncing through the rush of the flashing rays.
Breakdown thins out into hollow air, silence stretching wide in a vacant stare. Then the build erupts like a blinding light, launching the groove back into the night. Echo reactor, bursting alive, sending every heartbeat into overdrive, riding through the shock slow, waiting for the burst to rise and grow.
Footsteps echo through the neon rain. Bass hits shaking every open vein. Lead notes flutter in a rising spin, pulling every heartbeat from within. Hi-hats scatter like a storming breeze. Rhythms twist tight with relentless ease. Tension boiling just beneath the line, just before the drop hits right on time. Night pulse drive, a guide in my rise, breaking through the rush with electrified ties, running through the noise like a glowing stream, driven by the beat in a fever.
like they stand alone. Snare snaps slicing through the motion blur, dragging all the static into a stir. Breakdown whispers like a distant hum, tones collapse soft as the rhythm's numb. Then the riser strikes with a sudden blast, throwing me back into the flow so fast. Keeping me alive. Sparks fade gently in a fading light. Waves grow softer as they leave the night, but the voltage stays in a quiet stream, waiting for the beat to reignite the dream.